Well, I said I was going to do one more, so here we are. Welcome back to part 3 of the Greg's Childhood Diary trilogy. The third and final part. That's how trilogies work. We got to wrap this thing up. All right, we're not almost done reading this, but we're almost done reading this. Does that make sense? There's more, but we don't need to read it. There's a lot more, actually, but we don't need to read it. Trust me. So where do we leave off? If you didn't watch part 1 or 2, I feel like you probably should, because it sort of builds on itself. I'm not gonna explain everything, I'm just gonna assume that you've watched up to this point, but I could summarize in about 5 seconds if anyone needs a refresher. Cringy, socially inept, 12-year-old Greg not hits it off with a girl. Not like, oh, we have so much chemistry, just like she seems cool, and then proceed to be obsessed with them, have weird sort of smug comments about like me being like the coolest, smartest guy in my friend group, complaining about stuff like life's not fair because I didn't get to have my friends over on Friday, like that kind of stuff. 12-year-old stuff, I want to say. It was February 12th, 2007. That was the last thing we read. The cliffhanger I left you with last time was track starts soon. The sport that this girl does that I see her there, right? I joined this whole sport just so I could see her, really. So now winter breaks over and it's time for track season. Before we jump into this though, I just want to say that I've already made 2 parts of this. And when I made them, I was like, this is silly. This is like, whatever. It's so long ago. Who cares that it's like cringy? But it was a funny moment when I was just like driving or something a couple days ago, and I was like, oh man, I put that on the internet. February 28th, 2007. Track started. Oh wait, sorry, skipped important stuff. 1 p.m. blizzardly, 32 degrees, Wednesday. And I wrote Wednesday like in a different colored pen, meaning that like later on I was like, why didn't I write the day of the week on this day? And then I must have looked at the calendar and figured out which day it was. So I was really committed to making sure I always knew what day of the week it was. And it does not matter whatsoever now. Track started. I told Jessica to email Tommy telling him he has to do it. How could Tommy resist that? If Jessica asked me to do track, I would totally do it. Kind of a redundant thing to say considering I joined track just to be around her. And I'm like, I would do it if she asked me to. I'm like, bro, you did it without her even speaking to you. Also, this is the era where I started to get a little production value in my journal diary thing where I'd put ads. At the top it says like, your computer has a virus, like above. Warning, your computer has picked up a virus. Click here. And the next page, it's, would you feel safe with name of my little brother as president? Vote now and receive a PS3. And there's like a yes, no, and like a goofy face. That's, I guess, supposed to be him. Yeah, so production value has gone up. Now it's like we're browsing on a browser. Okay. Oh, I just got back from our semi-annual California trip. LOL, I was IMing Jessica. Instant messaging for you youngsters. It's kind of like texting, but you had to use an entire computer and a landline internet connection to do it. Okay, gotta go. Bye. 1:09 p.m. I love Jessica. Okay. I feel like there's not that much to unpack there. Pretty standard stuff. Kind of getting back into it, Okay, March 7th, about a week later. March 7th, 2007, 1:03 p.m. Cloudy, warmer, 70 degrees. Wednesday again. That's just my day, man. Wednesday just makes me think. Hello, I have practice today again. Jessica's birthday is on the 11th. In 4 days. Amazing. Jessica thinks I'm so funny. I mean, I guess I can be. Whatever. It's not like I'm trying to be. But, that's nice. That's nice of her to say that. That's good to be funny. Groundbreaking. I want to plan a surprise party for Jessica because her birthday is on Sunday. We'll see about that one. I made an awesome/funny James Bond video. I'm gonna send it to Jessica. Yeah, well, that's really all. Okay, yeah, bye, yeah, goodbye, see ya, bye, stay secret, stay safe. 1:09 p.m. I really love Jessica. I think you might remember from last time I made that like Microsoft Paint animation that like unlocked a part of my brain where I was like, I can just make animations in Microsoft Paint about anything. And so I made like a animation about James Bond. It really wasn't about James Bond at all. It was just like a guy with a gun shooting other stick people. Whenever he would shoot someone, they would get hit in the neck and their head would fly off and would blow up off screen. So that was like my thing. So I made these super funny little animations. Looking back, they were horrendous. Like not like good bad, they were just bad. And so the prospect that Jessica said I was funny, and then I was like, cool, I'll send her my animation. It's like, no, don't do that. No. She thinks you're funny. Don't ruin it. Just let her keep thinking that. Also, the catchphrase, stay secret, stay safe. It's kind of like Gandalf. Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Just quoting Gandalf now, I guess. March 11th, 4 days later, this is now Jessica's birthday. 10:09 p.m., cloudy, warm, 54. It says warm, but it's crossed out. Never mind. It wasn't warm. Mission accomplished. I got tons of candy for Jessica. Put it in a plastic bag with a card. Slid it under her chair. She saw it, opened it, and voila. She was so happy because she told me that nobody remembered her birthday. That's so sad. I mean, not nobody. I mean, I was nobody, and I remembered her birthday. I was the guy. Nobody remembered her birthday except me. Smiley face. I gotta go to bed. Okay. Bye. 10:20 p.m. I love Jessica. I'm killing it. She thinks I'm funny. I'm remembering her birthday, giving her candy. Happiness. I learn more about Jessica every day. There's just so much Jessica. It's a little bit exhausting, right? Well, don't you got any like hobbies or anything? I called Jessica's computer so I could talk to her over a microphone while she was at her house. She didn't have a microphone. I'll bet she did. And she just didn't want to use it. So she could only type, LOL, bye. Stay lit, 8:20, I love Jessica, with about 12 exclamation points. So things are getting pretty serious. This is gonna add to the cringe because it's just so many layers of cringe, but I had a first act electric guitar, and I remember being like, I'm gonna play guitar for you. Already a cringy story, but it gets worse because it was an electric guitar and my microphone was horrible and my guitar sounded horrible in person, let alone through a bad microphone through bad internet. And I remember just playing all these horrible little riffs that I knew, and her being like, sounds good, typing through the chat. She was just kind of humoring me, obviously, because it was probably a horrible experience for her. But I remember I kept going because I was like, oh, I just gotta play the right thing for her to be like, man, he's actually kind of good though. But I think the reason why she never said that is because I wasn't good. It was pretty bad. It's not something I needed to be reminded of. Okay, March 25th, 2007, 8 o'clock p.m. Pretty warm, 65, Sunday. This is 1 week later. Well, to start. Ooga booga. Did it work? Did I scare you? No? Dang it. Did that work on you? Did you get scared? Ooga booga? Didn't scare you? Try to guess what happened today. You guessed it, nothing. Me thinks school stinks. Rhyme time. My older brother thinks I'm turning nerdy. Oh boy, why? Why does he think that? Just because I play a game called Runescape. Oh, here we go, dude. Runescape is a nerdy game, kinda. I gotta go take a shower, BRB. Okay, we're about to get into some Runescape. Looks like I continue after my shower. See? Am I really a sweaty gamer? I'm showering. I'm back. Continuing on. Runescape is kinda a nerdy homeschooler game. Dang, what a roast. But it depends on how you play it. Yeah, so the game itself is rather fun. However, some people get a little crazy about it. They seriously are nerds. They know how to do everything. It's annoying. So RuneScape is considered a nerdy game. Sad, eh? My name is Greg3241. I was a little trendsetter, I guess, because my friends all followed the 3241 thing, where I was Greg3241, and then my friends were like their first name 3241, or some of them did their initials 3241. I have like 6 different ones listed of people that did the 3241 thing. That was like the thing. So we were like a little group. I had like a little gang on RuneScape. Don't mess with me. I had kind of a squad on RuneScape, but I wasn't a nerd though. I wasn't a nerd. We all had matching names, but I was not a nerd. We all played together all hours of the day, but I wasn't a nerd though. If you don't know what RuneScape is, like, you don't need to, but I think it's still kind of slap. It's not nerdy. It's cool. It's a cool game for cool guys. Trust me. It's funny though, because I remember this era of time where like being called a nerd or like a geek, like that was like the insult that you did not want. And now it's like not a bad thing. And I think that's awesome, because I was always a nerd, little geeky kid, and that was like horrible, and I was really insecure about that. But now it's like, I don't know, man, like it's kind of chill. Like I feel like gaming is kind of like mainstream now. Like hot people play World of Warcraft, you know? It's different now. Things are better. Good job, people, for like making nerdy stuff cool. I feel like the geekier something is, the more like happy it makes me. I don't know. So yes, RuneScape, super geeky, but I loved it and I still love it. Oops, gotta go. Stay lit. 9:31. Okay, May 6th, 2007. It's a pretty big time jump. I'm gonna be way more mature now. I know it. 8:45 p.m. Sunny, hot, 64. Sunday. Today was no ordinary day. Good and bad. That sounds like an ordinary day, if you ask me. It was a barbecue today. First, we played games. One game, everyone stood in a line facing out, and I drew 3 stick people to show what that looks like, and held hands. James was standing next to Jessica, and he purposefully moved, and I was next to him, so then I was next to Jessica. ... Now we really did hold hands. Kind of cringy because I didn't really hold her hand. It was just part of the game. My boy over there being a wingman. I thought that was hecka cool. ... And I'm not going to read the rest of it. It's kind of not important. But basically the bad, remember it was good and bad? That was all good. The bad is that my friend told me he liked this other girl. And then that other girl, we sleuthed that she liked someone that lived in another state. But that was the bad news. I was worried for my boy. He was like, I like this girl. And I knew this girl kind of had someone else. So we can't all get W's. Well, whatever. What is James gonna do now? Poor kid, so young. Okay, bye. Wait, he's not dying. Poor kid, so young. I want to say I was trying to be funny, you know? Poor kid, so young. Like, we're both the same age, you know? Stay hidden, stay alive. 9:10 p.m. Stay hidden, stay alive. It's kind of like stay secret, stay safe from the last time, but stay hidden, stay alive? First, I'm talking about my friend. Poor kid, so young, like he was just swept from us too soon, you know, taken from us. And then I'm stay hidden, stay alive. You'd think I was writing like amidst an apocalypse or something. It's like, bro, no, just the girl he decided he likes, maybe likes someone else. That's it. That's all. That's the only thing that happened. All I'm noticing the further we go is that my handwriting is thankfully slowly starting to improve. Let's see, I'm almost 14, blah, blah, blah. Star Wars Battlefront. Okay, this is a big jump, but we gotta do it. December 19th, 2007. Lame, 36 degrees. Got a little time here. I finally have some good videos on YouTube. Here we go. I have 19 videos. Jessica thought they were hecka funny, and I'm glad to hear it. It's lame because I hardly ever get to see Jessica. Lame. Okay, BBL, which I think was just be back later. GTG, BYO, I don't know. All right, jumping ahead. March 2nd, 2008, 6:30, blah, blah, blah. Jessica is doing driver's ed. It's scary. She's gonna have her license in like 6 months. That worries me a little because driving is hazardous, in parentheses, dangerous. I mean, that's sweet that I was like worried about her safety. It's like, oh yeah, oh no, she's gonna drive soon. That's dangerous. It is dangerous, but we all do it. It's funny because my handwriting is atrocious, obviously, but on the side here, I wrote in cursive. My handwriting was really bad then. October 25th, 2010. Don't get me wrong, this looks like some amazing handwriting compared to this, but I wasn't walking around writing everything in cursive. I was just being such a tool. I was like being smug to my younger self. It was like shaming my old handwriting, which to be fair, is atrocious. It's also worse because I was always writing like on my bed. I was always like lying flat and then writing like on like a squish, I don't know, excuses. But my handwriting was horrible. But it's funny that I would come back and be like, man, that was just such bad handwriting. Nowadays, I write in cursive. Anyway, jumping ahead. April 13th, 2008, 8:12 p.m. Warm, 64 degrees. I've been talking to Jessica a lot recently. It's cool. I made myself a wallet out of duct tape. I got more to say about that, let me tell you. Well, I gotta go call James, maybe later, 8:20. I love Jessica. A little story time for you. This is another good one. So, similar vein as joining the sports team just to be near this girl who I thought was interesting. I remember after practice one day, she was talking to her friends like she always was. And one of the like cool guys on the team that she was like friends with, who I was always kind of like, what's this guy doing talking to my girl? He had a wallet made of duct tape. She was enamored by it. She thought it was super cool. She was like, oh, looking at it. She's like, this is so cool. And I don't think I was even part of this friend circle having this conversation with the wallet. I think I was just in the next circle over with my geeky friends probably. But I observed this because of course I was watching because I was a little creeper. And I was like, oh, she thinks that's cool. What a normal person would do is just move on to the next thing, you know, like just go back to whatever you were talking about with your friends and just instantly erase that memory because it's not important. However, this sent me on a journey. Just like everything else. Oh, she likes this thing? That's now my thing. I went home that day. We had a big roll of duct tape in the garage, that big silver roll of duct tape. Tried to make like a basic wallet shape. And then, get this, it became like my main hobby for like the next 2.5 to 3 years of my life. And I got a lot of the ones that I made right here. What's funny is the hobby kicked off from her just being interested in these things. But then I eventually realized, wait, I think these are sweet. I don't think I ever even showed her the wallets I made or even talked to her about it. It just became like my thing. Anyway, I'm really proud of this. I don't know if you can tell. Got a little fancy with the designs and kind of got wacky with it. Anyway, I made a lot of these. I had an eBay store where I sold them. A radio station reached out to me at one point and they were trying to order like 500 and they were gonna pay me like $2,000 to do them. And I turned that offer down because making 500 wallets was gonna take me like literally months of time and probably destroy my hands, and I'd be working for like $2 an hour. So continuing on, July 20th 2008, hot 91 degrees, 5:12 p.m. gosh, I went and saw Batman on opening night at midnight with Jessica and 2 other girls. I'm a genius. Okay, that did happen. It was a big deal for me to be able to be out that late in general. To go to a movie at midnight was crazy. And then of course, my parents weren't gonna go with me. I went with my older brother. And so I kind of orchestrated it where there was other people going. So I got to hang out with my crew. That was Dark Knight, by the way. Fire movie. Got to see it on the big screen. I was out from like 7:30 p.m. until 3:30 a.m. Honestly, that probably was the first time I was out past midnight, let alone 3 a.m. That was a big moment for me. It was tight. Oh, I bought a stinking sweet, there we go, stinking sweet camera, 8 megapixels. What are cameras now? The iPhone 14 Pro is 48 megapixels. And I bet that's not even the most megapixels you can get out of a phone camera. And that's phone cameras, mind you. I bought a Nikon Coolpix 8 megapixel camera. It was like $150 or something. It was a big investment to buy this camera. And it can take really good video. Woot woot. I'm gonna start adding pictures in here. My diary/journal. You know, that's a good idea. It's very professional to add pictures to your diary. I actually ended up doing that. I like would just put these little tiny pictures. Like in this one, I just put like a Porsche that I saw, like just in the middle of this entry. It's not related to the entry at all. Production value. I can finally take pictures of times like when we went to see Batman. Yeah, and video. I'm excited, but I ordered it online, so I have to wait for it to come. It should be here by Friday, hopefully. Hopefully, actually. Okay, well, bye. 5:26 p.m. I love someone. I'm not sure who yet. Dude, I'm wavering. That's funny, that's not even in the entry. Here we go. July 29th, 2008, 8:34 p.m. Who cares about the weather? It took me 2 years to come to the conclusion of why am I writing the weather down? But I like that I did. Who cares about the weather? And then the next day, spoilers, the next time I write, I don't include the weather. I think that's it. I don't think I include it anymore after that. Dude, I stopped including the weather. I started doing mood. That's crazy. Well, today wasn't so amazing. Boring. But over the last week, I got my camera and I totally pwned someone at CNC3. That's Command & Conquer 3. LOL ZOMG. I was like, Saz man, ruffle lol. And he was like, I hate you, ruffle zomb. What the hell is this? Yeah, I was trying to be funny, I think. So I just felt like including that I just wrecked someone in Command & Conquer 3. 8:47 p.m. We've got to lead the way, in quotes. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I was quoting. I don't know why that's relevant. Yeah, I played Command & Conquer 3, by the way. I'm totally wrecking people. We've got to lead the way. We got to show people how it's done. December 28th, 2008, 9:10 p.m. Excited. So there's this website called Facebook. It's just like MySpace, and I made an account and added all these cool people that I know. Mostly girls, of course. It was just like my friends on the website. It was like I was tallying. I was like, there's like kind of some girls on here though, so make sure I got to write that down. Again, who's this for? You know, that's still the big question in my head is who did I write this for? Me? Because I didn't want anyone else to read it. So it was for me, but then it's like I'm telling myself stuff about, I don't know, it's weird. And so has an account. I just realized today that she is really cute. Ooh, a new challenger approaches. Okay, gotta go. December 29th, 2008, 11:05 p.m. I'm feeling amazing. It's Monday. Monday blues? Not for me. Yes. So I was at the game night. We all played Halo 3. I won 6 rounds by at least 10 kills. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, Greg is so good. How did you get so good? And the funny thing is, I never play that game. So I don't practice or anything. Best day ever. I'm out, bruh. I'm sneaking in just gaming stuff now, I guess. It's nice that I've got some hobbies, I guess. An entire journal entry was just about how I beat people at Halo 3, and they were like, dang, you're pretty good. And in reality, knowing my writing techniques here of just making up certain things, I bet no one said I was good. It was just maybe what I was wishing they were all saying, because I don't doubt that I was shredding people. I was always really good at Halo, and just competitive games, kind of back in that era where people weren't that sweaty. I was the sweaty one. I was sweaty before it was popular. That's super funny. I'm just yeah, today I just wrecked people in Halo 3, and I don't even practice or anything. It's yeah, but you played a ton of Halo 1 and 2, Mr. Smug. January 11th, 2009. It's now 2009, and I actually underlined the 9 to make sure you knew. 9:59 p.m. I'm feeling chill. I got my finger cast off, and it still hurts. I broke my finger at some point, and a bone is sticking out. A bone is not sticking out. Anyway, no, don't anyway me. I think what I'm referring to is that there is a bump that there wasn't used to be. So calling it a bone sticking out is really alarmist. It's definitely not that bad, but yeah, it definitely didn't heal properly. That's probably my own bad. I always would take off the cast. I wouldn't bend it, but I would slip off the cast and just kind of be like, look at that, a broken finger. I was such a weirdo, dude. Anyway, I've got some awesome fans on YouTube. What a segue. I got a bone sticking out. Also, I got some fans on YouTube. See, I got my YouTuber mindset was already there, man. My priorities were in check. Yeah, my body is breaking. My bones are sticking out, but people on YouTube seem to like what I'm doing. I've got some awesome fans on YouTube. It's so cool. Gotta go. 10:19 p.m. I wrote 2 sentences and it took me 20 minutes. I don't know if I read many entries about YouTube in here. I think I talk about it maybe a little bit more in here that I maybe skipped over, but my very first YouTube channel, it was just random content. It was just whatever I wanted to film. I'd make certain videos with my friends. I think over the course of a couple years, it got a couple thousand subscribers. So I was pretty proud of that. February 11th, 2009, 7:02 p.m. Stoked. I've decided what I'm gonna do with my life. I'm gonna be an actor. I really like doing stuff like that. I'm start small and work my way up. And I'm also writing a book and a song. I hope at least one of these things works out. I'll be back. 7:05 p.m. That's a lot. That's just the most random entry. It's amidst all this other life stuff, and suddenly it's I'm gonna be an actor. I'm also writing a book and a song, and I have no doubt that was true. I wanted to be an actor because I thought Miley Cyrus was cute. I was writing a book about zombies, about just a group of friends that were basically my group of friends, just surviving in the apocalypse. But somewhere out there, there's probably a really cringy book I wrote about friends surviving in the apocalypse, and it was probably a teen drama more than anything else. So maybe it would have done well. I don't know. It could have been Twilight before Twilight. I don't remember writing a song. I said I'll be back 7:05 p.m. and then 10:09 p.m. same day. I'm back. I've been reading a lot about acting, lots of good tips and advice. It sounds pretty hard, but I've years of experience from making home videos. That's not gonna help too much. Heck, that's acting. Most of the other people that want to be actors are doing it just to be rich and famous. But me, I just like to act. Since when? Since when did I like to act? I don't like to act now. I think I was just obsessive, maybe. And it got in my head and I was like, I've always wanted to do this. I just like to act. The rest is a bonus. But I keep thinking to myself, this is crazy. You can't go to Hollywood and become an actor. Wake up to reality. But then I think this is going to be inspirational. That's what everyone else is thinking. I can't wake up. I'm not asleep. Wake up to reality, Greg. I can't wake up. I'm not asleep. It's not a dream. This is real. It's crazy. So basically, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna need lots of experience. Do plays, take classes, go to auditions. I'm ready. I just need to keep practicing. Be persistent and keep practicing. Oh my gosh, I want to do this so bad. I want to be somebody and do what I love in the process. I need to get a job and a license to drive. I'm stoked. Gotta go. 10:22 p.m. I'm gonna be an actor. I feel like that's a weirdly good spot to end because my writings now are not just about the girls in my life. It was about what I wanted to do as a person, which I want to say is growth, but of course in reality I was doing it because I thought Miley Cyrus was cute and I wanted to meet her someday. But like I said, you know, a lot of my hobbies and interests from that time period were to like impress someone, and then I ended up being like, wow, I actually like this thing individually. Like I like this for myself anyway. So that's a good place to end because I went off to go become an actor and then I didn't. I became a YouTuber, which was kind of something I also talk about wanting to do. I haven't met Miley Cyrus yet, so yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching the trilogy. Thanks for taking interest in my little kid life story. As cringy and twisty turny as it was, and repetitive honestly most of the time, it was fun. It was a fun little look back. I kind of liked it. It was kind of cute. There wasn't anything that was too much, you know, like I didn't have to skip over stuff because it was too cringy. I was just like a weird kid. That's pretty much it, and I feel like that's fine. Whatever, kids are weird. I'm glad that I wrote it down so I could read it to you. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.